context, they've been involved in that church for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, speaking of church, my mama saw your video and she told me to tell you she be praying for real.
She be praying for real?
Praying, because you said, do y'all really be praying for me when y'all say that? And she told me
she said, hold on. I'll be praying for
Tell
real.
your mom I said thank you. Was there a space in one of those lines? It's because we switched the chord?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, what was you saying, Mel? Do you remember?
Oh, so missing my flight. So Kev invited me to keep your distance, whatever. I never got flew out to LA before, like for real, like actually everything paid for. Actually, outside of the Michael B. Jordan thing, but like this is like me doing something.
Yeah.
I'm there asking for my services.
Okay.
But I was in a long distance relationship, so I was flying all the time. So I thought I knew the airport. Because they had my information, they didn't put my KTN pre-check number on my flight.
And that'll fuck you up. You can get that
And
TNC
but
pre-check.
I'm like, I'm going to LA. I got my little Birkenstocks on. I had this cute little side part wig. And I get to the airport like 45. I went to Chick-fil-A. I was
you was cocky with it.
God face. You was cocky with it. I was playing with God.
See y'all when I see y'all. Girl, put that ATM. Get Hartsfield. Crazy.
I get there like 45 minutes before. I'm like, I'm fine. I got pre-check. They were like, okay, you're too late to check your bag, but we'll see what we can do. I was like, thank you. So I sauntered to pre-check. I'm like, hey, girl, Melanie Mitchell, let me just get through. And they were like,
your number's not on there.
your
baby.
You see this? There's no check on here, baby girl.
No.
I said, ah! So I go back to desk like, hey, put pre-check on here. He's like, oh, the line was long. So I go to just raw clear. There's a line. I have to take my shoes off. I said,
And what I just tell you yesterday?
You had your bare feet out? Oh, yeah, baby.
yes.
Cold
On the
floor.
cold Atlanta floor?
I had on
Atlanta.
Birkenstocks, no socks.
No
Again,
socks?
I
Baby.
don't take my shoes off in the airport because I have pre-check. I never think of such things.
Poor
I have to go
baby.
through raw clear. I'm already humiliated.
Raw clear?
My flight has already been boarding for the past 20 minutes. I have no time to get to my flight. So, again, when you're in panic mode, your brain is not calculating
You don't
properly.
make no
I had
good
to go to
decisions.
B's, and the train had left. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just walk. Because it has like the little countdown, like in 90 seconds to get there. In my mind,
It's a
I'll
train
get there
for a
fast
reason,
if I walk.
Man, that's a walk.
I
It's a
have
train
on
for a
Birkenstocks.
reason.
I'm running,
Slipping.
walk running, because I can't breathe good, so I can't run one.
Feet sweating.
Fucking feet sweating. I sweat out said wig. That's my wig. If you
now
look at
it's
any keeper
shifted.
distance, my wig looks crazy as fuck because I sweated out and I didn't know how to fix it because the girl wasn't here and I was doing the best I fucking. That's why my makeup was so beat. I was like, my hair looks crazy, but you know the fuck what's not gonna look crazy?
Oh my God.
My face. So my wig is now lumpy. I sweated out. Me having a damn near asthma attack running through the airport has triggered my allergies. My nose is running in my mask. I'm still wearing masks at this point.
Oh my God.
My period is on.
Oh!
All the things.
Everything is
the
happening.
thing.
Fluid
So I
from
get
all
to the
my
gate.
body.
When I tell you that door was closed, so tight, bolted, double knotted, I go to the lady, I can't miss this
Oh
flight.
my God.
I'm sliding down the wall, and she's like,
Sorry.
it was literally the lady from Monsters, Inc. was out. Ma'am, you have to calm down. I can't help you if you don't calm down. I'm like, bitch, I need to get to LA today. So I had to call my mom. I'm crying because I missed the flight. The flight's done. She's like, I'll put you on standby for the next flight. I'm on the phone with my mom, and she's like, baby girl, you need to buy a ticket because right at standby, you may not get there.
Let me
Not
tell
out of
you.
Atlanta?
Luckily,
Baby,
listen,
let
The
me
amount of
tell
niggas
you.
trying to fly standby out of Atlanta
And I'm one
Atlanta
two
to
of them
LA?
that said niggas. I'll be
To
there right
LA?
there.
to LA?
So I'm like, you know what? So I go to the front desk. I talk to the guy. And it's how funny and petty God is. It was a Sigma. If you know anything about me, I hate Sigmas with every
Down.
fiber
Hate
of
'em.
my
Hate 'em.
being.
Hate
And
'em.
the Sigma was the only person that talked me down the entire day. I was like, a fucking Sigma? Really? Really?
Yeah.
So he was
Testing
like,
me.
he talked to me. He was really, really nice. And I was like, okay, I'll calm down.
The
My
one
nose still
nice
running.
Sigma.
I had a little extra money because I was getting little brand deals. So I had $500 to pay for a seat. So I
Yeah.
just bought the seat. But mind you, I'm getting paid $500 for the show itself. So the money gone.
Money gone.
Money gone.
Money
I'm
gone.
not even doing this for money no more.
Money gone.
The
Doing it
money's
for the
gone.
hustle.
Yeah.
So I get on
Love
the
the game.
Bro, literally.
I'm not even done. It gets worse.
Oh my God, baby.
I get on the plane because I was supposed to be on the right.
Behind the scenes. Oh my God.
So
bad.
Jesus Christ. Tony is a Sigma. And
Yeah.
I have like 5 parties.
That's his black. That's her black friend.
One.
Right. So I get on the plane. I get on like the 2:00 flight now because the initial was like 12. I get on this fucking plane and we're taxiing for a while. We taxi so long that now the plane does not have enough gas to get to LA anymore. It's by law. So we have to go to the airport gas station, which I didn't even fucking know existed.
Y'all just rolling around on E, baby.
I watched a
Oh
full
my
movie.
God.
It was 2 hours that we were taxiing
God.
around
On
and
the
waiting
tarmac?
on the tarmac. We
Oh
did
my
not leave. The flight was
God.
even later. And because it was so bad. So we're just sitting there. The plane's leaving 2 hours late. And because I'm blowing my nose so much and I'm on my cycle, I'm just bleeding so bad.
Did you bleed through?
I bled through my clothes.
Mel, did you really?
I bled through my clothes on the plane.
This
No.
This is what you call worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I bled through my
Wait,
clothes.
so
Oh my God!
before you say anything else bad, please.
So did you say? Soon as you said sneezing and blowing your nose, I knew.
I said, oh, you
No.
wait. You be feeling a little gush.
You just gotta you have to just sit there like
And because it's a plane, I can't even like.
you can't
I
even
can't
do all
even.
your
I don't have
things.
enough space to do any of this
Yeah.
on the plane. I just have to just sit in it.
Just had to sit there.
In a 4-hour
Poor
flight.
girl.
So I'm just sitting here.
No,
my
not the
God.
whole way to LA.
It would have dried by that
It
point.
wasn't like a full. You couldn't see it. I could see it, but it's
But you-
like I still bled through my
These
clothes.
are bloody shoes.
It wasn't that much blood, but it did.
Did you
through.
make it to the show though?
Oh, she killed.
Yeah, it was the day before. So that's
We flew people in the day before.
So
Oh.
he knows
Smart,
the flight
'cause
was in the day
listen.
before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
God,
got
I
it.
was,
Yeah,
you was
yeah.
up there on
I
stage.
didn't
Just
get to
because-
LA until like 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
So I get to LA.
Wow. Whew.
I get
Good
there and I look in
God.
the mirror. I said, "Bitch, you better."
Hello.
You better tell jokes like jokes ain't never been told
No.
before in your goddamn
God.
life.
Because
to.
damn.
I wrote them jokes. I practiced in the mirror. I got my outfit together. Outfit from Ross.
Hello.
Clock it.
Hello.
I got me
You
some
was
Steve
always
Madden
tweeting
from
about
Dylan.
Ross.
I love Ross.
I love Ross.
My
Deep
dress
in
was from
Burlington.
Ross. If you know my keeper distance set, that little black and white moment, Ross.
Motherfuckers be acting like
Me
they
and my
too good
Ross
for
dress
Dee
and my lumpy
Not me.
wig and my beat face. I got on that stage. You could hear them
Like
bitches
the
laughing
rent
from
was
LAX.
due.
And
I
it was a strong show overall.
It was a good show.
And you were,
but
like,
I held my
perfectly
own
spot.
against fucking Tony, Black Ron.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
I
like-
held my own.
Rookie.
It might be one of the best
Okay.
from
You
beginning
know,
to end.
that's what
set
happens
of
when
shows.
you got shit to lose. Like
No,
when you
for real.
be
Bruh.
going
Up
through
to
shit
you,
so
Ross.
long.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. With
No,
no,
I'm not going back.
I said I'm leaving here with something.
Hello.
Yeah.
And a month or two later, Cab texted me like, "Hey, what you doing on this date and this date and this date?" I was like,
This ain't in this day. That sound like
"I'm like,
tour.
is that a tour? Tour?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you just ask me on tour?"
Crazy.
That's
And then the
so
rest of the
lit.
Tell me about what happened on tour when you got that brownie. You made that lady go across the street to get you a
I
brownie.
knew you was gonna bring this, and this is why your fans don't like me to this day.
No, we
because,
need,
and let me
everybody
clear
needs
my
to know
name.
how Mel Mitchell forced a lowly service worker to fetch her a brownie because they didn't have brownies at the Tampa.
You was already making requests and demands. She
Tampa-
said, "Baby, I did my one.
Them
Go get
people
me a brownie,
hate
bitch."
Mel Mitchell to this day. Let me tell the story because she's not gonna tell it right. She's gonna try
No,
to
because
sugarcoat
he's
it.
gonna lie.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the story. We doing
This
the
is
Tampa.
not how it happened.
Tampa Improv, I think. I don't know what it is. The club in Tampa.
It was Tampa. I think it was improv.
For the weekend, right? So you know, obviously the comedians get free food and
We get free
drinks
food.
from
We can
the-
get whatever
from
we
the
want. So
club.
I'm like fucking blank check. You know, in blank check when you order all the food.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get a
Craft
motherfucking.
You
shit.
feel yourself.
You see what Kev said? I want an empanada and a croissant.
Here's the thing, but Kev spoils you. So like you know, I'm a youngest child, so I have a princess mentality already. I have daddy issues.
Well, let
Here
me go
comes
ahead
Kev sending a card. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm good. Cause I'm here with Kev, I'm straight.
Exactly.
So I order what I want, but also I was like, hey, can I get 3 grilled cheese, but with only 1 cheese? Cause my stomach be hurting. So I got
3 of
rid of
them,
the.
though.
Can I only have one
cheese,
cheese
but
because
give
my
me
stomach
3.
be tore up. I can't be.
It'll equal out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because remember I found out I was allergic to all this shit. So I was like, hey, I can't have all that cheese, but I do want a grilled cheese. But just make mine like a
Yeah.
kid's meal, like please. So the chef cuts me out because he's like, who the fuck was back there asking for all
No,
this
no, no.
extra
Let me
shit?
see. You're not even telling it right.
I'm gonna get
No. The chef waited for us to leave the club after the second show. It's 12:30. We are in like loading dock. The way out of the club for the commons is like through the kitchen, through the loading dock, and then you're like out in the street behind the club. The chef is waiting out there with a cigarette.
Oh.
Sees Mel Mitchell. He's like, you ain't even the headliner ordering all this special
He
treatment
said,
and
who
stuff.
was ordering all that? And mind you, this is Tampa, Florida, so he sounds
he
like
meant that.
Trick Daddy. Like he was like, who the
Oh,
fuck?
I already know how he was coming.
Yeah, waited for her.
And I was like,
You the one ordering all that special stuff. Grilled cheese with 1 slice of cheese.
Who you
you
think
know
you
we got a
is?
3 cheese
you
grilled
ain't even
cheese.
the headliner. You doing all that? I
You
was
ain't
like,
even the headliner because
so
I don't
sorry.
really order. I wasn't really ordering because I don't eat that much before I go on stage because it be feeling. I just feel heavy and greasy. I'm already 270. So he was like,
I relate to that.
You doing more than this nigga doing. He was pissed. Then I think it was the next day.
It was no, because he did this on the way out on the way out for the weekend.
Okay, yeah.
The girl, this is ridiculous.
Mel,
I
Mel
wanted.
pushed this waitress down the stairs.
You see how he laughed so bad. So basically, I had ordered a Sunday. And I was like, oh, okay, because club food be good as fuck.
Mhm.
Like the cities,
Man.
like I can tell you, some be terrible, but some
They're
be
not
good as
food
shit.
for you, but it is good.
And that's what,
Yeah,
that's
so I
what
was like,
matters.
okay, I'm gonna get the brownie sundae. That sounds good. And then she came back like, oh, we don't have it. I was like, oh, okay, well that's fine, whatever. She's like, well, I can go get you something. And again, I, as the youngest child, like,
Okay.
oh, okay, yeah.
No, because this having like a real. Oh, okay. No,
That's
that's
if that's what you want to do, girl, go ahead.
okay. Thanks.
And she was like a purple hair white girl, like she was really, really nice.
Mhm.
But I was just like, go ahead, yeah, sure, bitch. Like,
Let me know when you get back. Thanks.
This lady uses her own money.
no, I can't confirm that. I don't know.
She goes to another store.
She
We
did
were
offer,
in
though.
an
They didn't have no
area
brownies.
where it was like a strip over there. So
and there's
me
an
and
ice
Tam-
cream shop across the way. It isn't like a strip mall.
She really took it seriously.
She literally took her own money. I was like, Mel, that lady she was not being for real. You supposed to be like, oh no, I'm
She
good.
just said that. So I'm just like,
And that's that
y'all
tism.
was-
You taking everything
No, I'm
seriously.
literal.
Sure.
I'm so literal.
But youngest children be having that. Well, okay, because that's how my brother is.
no,
Like, oh,
and,
no, girl,
and,
you
and I
supposed
can
to
admit
say,
my wrong.
No, girl, you good. Just get. What do y'all have?
It's the youngest child and the tism that is just like, well, she said she will go.
I mean, she
across the
literally
street.
said she wanted to go across the street. What do you want me to
So
do?
sure, like I don't. And then
And
so
she wrong because she. And you know, I ain't really finna do that,
Yeah,
girl.
baby, I'm not even. Oh, baby, I was just playing.
I was just no.
she
Well,
should have said it. I'm like, hell yeah. And the brownie was delicious. They're all making fun of me. I was like, well, she said she was gonna get it. And then so here's where I am wrong, and I fixed it.
Yeah, she
Literally
did.
the next week I fixed it, but it was still funny. Cause I know that he tips. He's the one who tips. Big Kev is the one who tips. So I did not personally tip her because I knew Kev was gonna tip her.
because
For the brownie.
Kev got you on the tip, though.
But he does.
oh my God, she said niggas.
No, nigga.
She got her tip though. But she didn't get her personal tip from me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew she was gonna get tipped because
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Said,
Kev tipped.
Mel with a
I
full
go get
mouth of
my
brownie was
purple
like,
dye.
I appreciate you.
you know
She
that
good,
TikTok
though.
trend where they're like, how expensive was it?
Y'all got a microwave to warm it up, though? Like, can you warm it up for me?
It's kind of warm.
Thank you, sweetheart.
room
Thank
temp-
you, baby.
But the next week, because we were in San Diego the next week, and we were talking
Yeah.
about it. They were like, y'all done tip her? I was like, oh no, oh shit, I should have personally tipped her. And I literally found her on Instagram.
She did.
Okay.
And tipped her
You made
literally
it
like
right.
days later. It
The
wasn't
purple,
like
the purple
a long-
She
hair
made
was
it
easy
right.
to find.
I made it right, but Kevin's gonna keep on making fun of me about it. Like I'm gonna tip her.
Absolutely.
I tipped her like 150.
She
by the
tipped
way.
her good.
Okay.
Oh, you
I
tipped
sent
her
her
good.
it was
15
late.
of that was the ladies' money for buying the brownie
Uh-huh.
sundae. So really
Yeah.
like
Had
135.
to reimburse her first. And
I'm
then,
not even gonna hold you. I am getting to the point though where it's like people think I'm supposed to tip big.
People
because
think I'm
I've
supposed to tip the
always-
bill.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a
You know what
minute
I'm
now.
saying?
That's
Like,
happened when they see me. I do
It is Kev's fault.
listen,
I do.
it be.
I'm not
No,
on
I
that
do-
you
level
do.
yet, y'all.
20.
You gonna get tipped.
So the thing is, a 20 is always my go-to.
Yeah.
I was recently out where I could tell the 20 they thought they were getting more than that, and I said, "Oh wait, am I in the wrong?"
I'm not Kevin
Was
on
it somebody
stage
who
yet,
knew who
baby.
you were? They were saying like, oh, you got money from TikTok. Don't count my pockets.
Because the creative fund be playing. I got a business. That's how I live
Man.
my
I
life.
get a
Like,
4 million views. They only sent me $900. You
Boy.
My
Boy.
RPM went down, y'all. It ain't the same. The
$50. They
RPM
be
going
doing
down.
bullshit.
I should've got
don't-
10 bands for
I
that
never
Harry Potter.
made no real money on the creator fund.
Yeah.
I fully believe their goal is to kick you out
It-
so they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
pay. Because
yeah.
they have kicked, on my biggest months where I could have made some real money, they kicked me out for unoriginal video. It'd be my video.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Yeah.
the Ball
It's
Brothers.
always something.
I'm like, bro, what? That's why I started yapping.
Well,
And that like reset my thing to where I
Yeah.
can put other stuff. But it was
it's
like,
so weird. It's hard
it's
to.
weird.
it's like the
They
hardest
deleted-
platform to understand.
It is.
YouTube has very, you know when
You
they
know what
gonna
you
kick
gonna
you
get.
out.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
Twitter be like, nigga, you could kill somebody on here.
Yeah, we don't
gonna
care.
post
No.
it.
And we
Could.
don't
Facebook
care.
has this rule, but TikTok is the most
'Cause
inconsistent.
I think
It
it's not
is.
humans doing it.
No,
and
no,
then
for
now
sure.
that it's been
It's
taken
not.
over by the right, it's even crazy. Because they muted that big Harry Potter, the mama PTA shit. They muted that. I'm like, for what?
It's always
Did you
some
use
weird stuff
music?
going on.
No, I may have used a Harry Potter instrumental, but like that's not a muted sound. So
No.
they
Yeah.
just did it for the like, oh, you were doing something offensive. I was like,
It's
what was I doing
always
offensive? I
something.
had to
I be
appeal
like,
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Cause that's my biggest video. Literally, it has 8 million views. I've never had 8 million.
Wow.
I
And
didn't
it's
have
like,
four to
technically that's supposed to be 8 bands, but you see how y'all
Quite
play.
literally I was supposed to get 10 bands that year
Yeah.
because I was doing follow-ups and they was eating them up too. I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
this,
But it
this a
never-
BBL I'm getting.
It never goes to it, and that's why, like, honestly, it's like we really have to like branch out of just the
Yes.
social media, and like we
Exactly.
have to start doing actual things because it's like, I'm doing calculations, and it's like,
and the
well,
bills
the
still
bills,
do.
Bills
and-
are due for
and
sure.
it's like, well, I'm trying
And
to.
I need to be able to go to Ross and get my knickknacks every time I go in there.
Listen,
Okay, I don't want to restrict
I need my
myself from
TJ
Ross.
Maxx
It's
money,
getting
my Ross
scary.
money.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
it
why
needs to be
like
your mixtape.
Yeah.
and you got to go on tour.
Yeah.
Not literally on
Yeah,
tour, but you need to
but
have
for real.
something else that social media can help. It can
Push,
be an asset, push.
Yeah.
But it being your only, it's too, it's
Fickle.
too, the switch is too fickle. That's
It's
I
too
remember
fickle.
when Logan Paul went into that forest in Japan.
With the dead people.
With the dead, yep.
And
That was
everybody on YouTube was punished for that.
Yeah.
Like the adpocalypse affected people that I was like, that's how we paid my rent.
Do you
in LA.
remember when YouTube shut everyone's comments off?
Yes.
I remember that distinctly. What's crazy is to this, I wish I could go back and have the old comments from my videos,
Yeah.
but they're completely gone. When I tell you the racism mind you, me and Jelani are not serious people.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to actually like care. That's why like when people try to cancel me on, it's like, no, you guys don't understand. Like this, I don't care. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually funny to me. The comments were so incredibly racist that they became funny to us. So we used to like read the like nigger monkey comments and like just laugh and stuff. It got so bad, but then it was like, but then they started to really talk about Jelani, my little brother, and I was like, oh, I have to be serious. And I made a video, and it's like going back, it's really funny. It was like, oh my gosh, like I made an addressing video. I was like, guys, me and Jelani will not be doing any more black parents versus white parents because it's getting out of hand. The racism that we have faced,
It's
this is
astronomical.
literally, I was putting up comments. I was like, do you see this? Like, it was,
Very
I felt
serious.
really like, I have to address the people.
Weren't you like 16?
Literally, okay? I think I had put on something very serious. I was
Nigger
like,
monkey.
this is a
Not
sit down.
cool.
Like, this is not, mind you, we
screaming.
did like 2 follow-up videos. It was like, I don't know, like, I was like, I don't know, Jelani, our fans are really asking for more, but like, we need to like do it again. And so we did it.
So how were y'all feeling at school?
So the funny thing is, it's not like it is now. It didn't translate to school.
They didn't even know.
Oh, at all.
Well, some knew. I would show my friends, like my best friends, I'd be like, at lunch, watch this video. Don't look at me that way you watch it. And I would just like, they laughing, all right, bet.
Streets on fire.
Oh yeah, they laughing, they laughing.
Streets is on
I'm like,
fire.
but then it got to a point where like people would start to realize what they were doing and like watching and stuff, and it was awkward because it wasn't the cool thing to do at that time. Like,
Because it wasn't making money for real.
right. And it was just like, you're just being silly on the internet. Like,
Oh,
girl,
my
mind you,
gosh.
like, I've always been me in school. Like, everybody know how I am. But in high school, I didn't get an opportunity to be as foolish because I was deep in my social justice warrior bag in high school. I used to cuss teachers out. I used to be like leading protests and things like that. I was
Really?
very
Her
out-
father was a teacher at the school. Let's not.
So he was across the street.
Okay.
So it was like I didn't get a chance to let loose and let my hair down because I was cracking down on the crackers.
Okay, so you're Angela Davis down to the
Yes,
schoolhouse.
very
No,
much
yeah.
so. And so it was
Did
like,
you have an afro?
oh, one of the only ones. Okay, I was one of the only natural girls in the school. I was very deep in my neo soul
Ahead of your time.
black bag. So it was hard for people to, I guess, see me in that silly. Like, I was silly to my friends, and they knew I was funny. But like, I would be in class like, joke wasn't funny, guys. Hey.
The friend that's too woke.
I've always been. Hey. That goes back to slavery. Actually, I remember we had this economics class, and I'm like, this is so me. Like, now I look back and it's like, that actually was funny.
Yeah.
So we had an economics class, and every morning we had to come in with a hot topic revolved around economics and debate it in front of the class. One day I get in front of class and said, because everybody's kikiing, ha, ha, ha. I said, there was a study done.
Let's get serious in this bitch.
Have you
Fingers
guys heard of the baby doll test? I show pictures. Which one do you think is bad? The black doll and the white doll.
This is
Mind
so-
you,
this is something
everybody's
equal,
in class
right?
like,
Brown versus Board of Education?
black doll versus white doll. Which doll do you think is
This
bad?
is very Tisha Campbell coded, by the way.
You know she's my mother. So
Yeah.
I did a whole spiel, and I heard snickering in the corner. I said, are you laughing?
Are you laughing, girl?
Are you
What's
laughing?
funny? Racism?
What's funny about this? My teacher was like, you can have a seat.
Actually,
I
wasn't
came
done.
prepared. I mean, I had stats. I used to really, I was a menace in high school for the wrong reasons. Like, I had to do
Asking another student what's funny.
oh no, I was,
It's
they were
hilarious.
scared, and they were
I'm
like,
screaming.
like the white kids were really scared of me. And like, cause I was really like, I wasn't fun.
Oh,
Like,
these are whites. Oh,
yes.
absolutely be there, yes.
But I
Okay.
used to get on the blacks too, because they used to allow the whites to act up. Hey,
Ain't
brother.
no black community let the
Hey.
white community talk about black.
Yeah.
See, my problem was I
That's
was
law.
like this, but I was also a troll. Because if you remember when Mitt Romney was running for president,
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
he's
it
Mormon.
distinctly.
And do you remember that cartoon video and that we found out that Mormons believe that black people
Are
is
aliens.
a
Yes.
sin? No.
Yeah,
Oh,
What
yes.
they believe is it wasn't the people who were, like, they didn't deny Jesus. They just were like the ones who didn't know.
Yeah.
They
It
didn't
was like a
follow.
curse
They're
or
like, oh, I
something.
don't know. So God cursed them by making their skin black. My teacher was Mormon. So I was in like white AP classes. I said, excuse
So.
me. Mind you, I already know what I'm doing. So I heard you're Mormon, right? And I knew this because he would tell us about temple and stuff.
Messy.
So is it true that you believe being black is a sin?
Care to respond?
Mecca, go
And that's
stand
enough.
outside.
And that's enough.
Now,
I just want to know.
my mom is a teacher. I got sent outside for asking a question.
Yeah.
I would just do stuff because I could.
Oh,
Same.
that's
And
Mind you,
hilarious.
me dressed as a full stud.
Yeah.
You're fucking bow tie pig and shit.
That makes it 10 times crazier.
so
Like,
much
I
I
thought
can't.
being black a sin.
Yeah. I would.
Being gay
yeah.
is a sin too.
I would take it there.
Everything is a sin.
Yeah, I would take it there because I knew I was like telling them about racist shit. And it's like, if you debate me, you're racist. So I would take it as far as I could possibly go.
Yeah.
I would take it as far as I could
debate me,
go.
you're
Like
racist.
I did a lot. Like I'm honestly very infamous in that school because it was like, oh gosh, she's coming. Like yeah, no, like no, like. I meant it. I had to do this project, and it was not. I would always make it race related because I just felt like that was my bag. And so I came into class. Shout out to Miss Keesley. She's like terrified of me probably to this day. I walked into class and I said, everyone's sitting down. I said, so I have a question to ask you. It's for a project. Mind you, this is math class. Hey, so do you think Trayvon Martin's killer should be retried?
To be in high school and
Mind you,
Trayvon
you're
had
Oh
been
my
dying.
God!
She
Can I
goes,
tell you-
She goes, no. I said, no. Excuse me, class. She said no. I said, all right. I just want to put on record that you're saying no, that Trayvon Martin's killer shouldn't be retried. That's what you.
That's crazy.
All
Wow.
right, Miss Keesley.
Can I put you
All right.
into some context? I found out Trayvon Martin was killed from media takeout
That's
because I would
yeah,
go home.
that sounds about
I
right.
would check me to take out every day.
2012, this is like
Oh.
2012, right?
2012.
Yeah.
I would check media takeout every day,
Yeah.
and I saw it on media takeout, and I was like, "That is the way to age yourself
The
down."
fact that y'all were in high school at this time, that means during
Yeah.
September 11th, you guys were children.
Oh yeah, I was in what?
I was in kindergarten.
Well, Trayvon was my freshman year of college. I was in second grade.
Because you're
third.
older than my oldest brother.
Yeah, I'm older than. So I'm 2 years older than y'all in real life, but I'm 3 years older than y'all in
For
school because I
grades.
skipped a grade.
Ah.
So I was in third
Ah.
grade
So you
during
real.
9/11.
Oh my God, that's
Kindergarten?
not right.
Kindergarten
Yeah,
is
kindergarten.
crazy.
But I was
in
sitting
third
there
grade.
eating my Cheerios,
Third?
watching
I
the
was in
videos
third.
of the towers.
I was 7, but I was in third grade.
And-
But they were 5.
And let me tell you how 9/11 didn't strike nothing in my spirit. You know what struck the spirit in 2001? Michael Jackson dropped Invincible. That's what I recall in 2001.
I'm screaming bad.
Okay.
I had to go to work on September 11th.
That's
I worked
crazy.
at Burger King.
Going to
Work.
is
I had to
crazy.
go to- after the towers got hit, I was like, I asked my mom, I was like, can I stay over?
Can I
She was
go
like,
home?
absolutely not. You got to work. I was like, we are under attack. I remember riding my bike on Fort Lewis, and I was like,
Wait, no, because you were in D.C.
no, I was in Washington State.
Oh, stay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm riding, and there was a like,
Ain't
no
nobody
car.
coming to goddamn Washington.
No. This is what I thought. I said, what if they think they don't attack DC? What if they think, oh,
They
y'all think y'all
mistake
safe
it.
in these little towns to come to Washington? What if they just send a little
Just to
bomb?
send a message.
Just to send a
And it's
message.
gonna be
Nobody
you.
say, and they gonna hit somebody like
They're
me.
not gonna give a fuck about
when I
nobody
tell
in
you I got to
Washington.
that Burger King, nobody was hungry that day. And
I
at my
bet.
job, they used to be they would send you home if it was slow. And if you didn't go home, they'd be like, hey, do you want to leave early? And most people would be like, yeah, nigga, I don't care. But if you didn't, they'd be like, then you have to wash the baseboards. I was
Oh.
like, what?
Baseboards?
That's what you had to do. And I was like, I'm going home. You're never gonna make me wash baseboards.
Yeah,
this,
nah,
is,
I'm good.
this is just my Jordan's money anyway.
No,
but
I
I remember
really-
thinking I'm gonna die. They're gonna attack
Yeah.
this military, and I
Yeah.
lived on a military base.
Oh,
Okay,
you
now
was
that's
now
fair.
that changed.
Yeah,
That's
it was
fair.
like because we had like a little neighborhood and stuff, and it was like they gonna attack military bases because there was no way to know it was over.
There was
Yeah.
a
Could've been any
no.
amount of
I
money.
was so deep in my patriotic bag after 9/11. Mind you, I'm 7 years old. But when it happened, I remember being in class
Yeah.
and our school counselor, Mr. Eber, came in to my old ass third grade teacher. I hope she's not dead. I'm sorry, Miss Georgina.
She probably is.
She's probably dead.
Damn.
But he came in like they got the towers. Mind you, I don't know what the towers are. But my dad's favorite movie was Trading Places, and they were in the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So I did have an idea. I'm like, oh, okay.
From that
okay,
movie,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
okay.
So it happened, mind you, we're watching on TV. I'm 7 years old. I'm watching this on TV. Why am I watching? I'm in third grade. So, but we lived in Florida. We're in Miami, and the elementary and the middle school were right next to each other. So my sister was in 8th grade. I was in 3rd. So my dad came and picked both of us up. We watched CNN the
Yeah.
rest of the day. But we were scared because Jeb Bush was governor at the time.
Yep.
So we're like, okay, we might.
You even remembered your
did.
governor. You were old.
That's George Bush's brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how he got that. That's how he won that state when he was
Yeah,
running
yeah.
president.
So-
also, I thought the rapture was happening as well.
And then, but
And I
again,
know the church
because
was
we were like
praying.
last days.
Last days. My brother was
I've
living in
been
sin
last
at that
days
time.
planning since I was a kid, which is why I was
Forever.
like, I have to break free.
Your
from this
brother was
church
living
shit.
in sin.
My brother was living in sin.
My brother
September
just got his life right this year. He like no, I swear. Darrington said, funny, we got jumped on J5.
They did.
We did.
By the
and
noobs.
then
What is J5?
That is
The
the
campus
founders day.
founders
I
Examples.
can't even go into that.
This past J5?
J5
Yeah.
went to the club and we
Recently.
got jumped recently.
Okay.
Literally got,
Darrington
like, people
said,
punched you?
yes. Darrington is on record. If you go on his TikTok account, he will say "fuck the noobs." He has several videos.
So they shimmy y'all
So
broke their
no,
line?
what basically happened? We was at a club, and we are from Sacramento. I don't mind fighting. It just is a thing. Sorry, nigga shit. It was just. I don't even know what happened.
Niggatry, yeah.
Niggatry. It was, and we were the girls. They did invite us into the section, and we said, "Hey, my brother is with us." Cool. The one who let us in the section did not let the other ones know that he was letting another nigga.
Oh, they
in
had a
the
nigga in
section.
the section, yeah.
And
Do you
then
get
it's
what
on
I'm
their Founders
saying?
Day. I know they
And
was
it was
ready
they
to
found
come.
Founders
club rules.
Day.
Like, he's never been to the club
Oh.
ever.
There's club
There's club
ethics
etiquette
and morals,
rules.
and then
You
on
can't-
top of that,
you can't bring a
there's-
nigga into the
yeah.
nigga.
When the
And
club
so
was
what they
popping, my
did,
section weren't a thing.
the reason it's fuck the noobs for my brother was because they waited until the nigga who invited him into the section went to go get some food. Do you see that? And now you waited until the one who okayed it tried to press him. I got involved, and now it's becoming. And we had just
And
started.
Kappas fight bitches.
Men fought you?
Yeah, men.
Faron Rush. I will be coming for you eventually.
Yeah.
And them letters.
Kappas
And them
and
letters.
Sigmas, they fight
I
hoes.
wrote to Grambling State. I wrote a letter to the chapter. They got back to me not in a timely manner, and I said I will be blasting when I feel.
You got in a fight last week?
This is January 5th.
Oh, I didn't get in a
January.
fight. I was hit by Faron Rush of Grambling State, Noob chapter.
I want to say
I
that's,
have pictures.
oh,
I have
J5 is the
pictures
day.
of
Yes.
my bruises.
That gave us-
Little nickname.
I don't
Ours
know
is
much about this
J15.
part.
Yeah, no.
I got
A
people
lot
at
of stuff is
Grambling.
in
We can make
January,
this. We can
right?
make this work.
A few of them.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Oh,
are
you
January.
do? Excellent.
I got people
And
at
this is
Grambling.
and see what did I do? I said we had just started the podcast and we were just coming off of
Redacted
So I
game.
said-
Right,
Yeah, redacted.
God damn, this is not the time.
Because
This is not the time
This
for
never
this.
became a thing.
Because
Or
y'all
did
not
you?
This because I didn't make it a
Yeah.
thing. So what I
You
did,
didn't yap.
Because it would have been, oh, you
it
just
would have
messy.
been,
Yeah.
it would have been, oh, you're
gotcha.
messy, oh, da da da.
Victim
Not,
blaming.
we were
not,
fresh off of some things.
Yeah.
We needed to
not a grown man slapped me in the club and stomped me out. It wouldn't
Oh
have been
my
that.
God.
No,
Yeah.
Faron Rush, Grambling
She
State.
was like
Chapter,
bruised
nude.
up.
I
and
have
had
pictures.
Like blood and was. I was like, Mecca, what are you talking about? Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like,
It was crazy.
that's
But
insane.
after that, Darrington said, I'm have to get on my D and I'm going back to church. This nigga has been in church every Sunday.
Oh, that's what we got there. My brother came back to church because
No,
September 11th. He
because
thought it
I
was a
just feel
rapture.
like it was one of them moments where it's like, okay,
I got to get right.
Yeah.
I gotta
need to
get
get right
right.
with
And
all
also,
that.
if you grew up expecting the rapture, that was the most
That-
rapture-looking
no,
day.
that is pretty rapture.
That is
Yeah.
like, if it ain't this,
Yeah, that's
I don't
pretty
know
rapture.
what else it could be.
No, it was for me. First of all, I had to go to counseling because I thought it was the end of the world. Because again, I was so deep in church, and I remember a pastor came and preached about the mark of the beast. I've been scarred ever since, and I still don't even clearly know what it is, but I don't like it and I don't want it.
Mark.
Well, let me see your mark.
No, it's a tattoo. I got it's my daddy handwriting, and that's
My
what my girl
pastor
does.
thought the
I don't know
mark
if
of
I
the
like
beast
it for
was
real. 'Cause everybody
the,
show up, everybody be like, oh, okay.
self-checkout line.
That's cute.
It's cute. I don't know, but it's my dad's handwriting. That's what
Oh,
the
that's-
main
I
focus
like
was.
that.
That's all that
And
It's
we're
just-
both cancers, and then my grandmama name is
nice.
Rose, so I
So
have
you
a
just
little.
kind of.
It's just the scale of it all.
It's big.
It's
My
so-
mom hates
Why
it.
did you?
Leviticus.
They put it on your arm and
I
you.
forget it's there.
I never forget.
He,
On your
he
videos.
hates it.
It's just so. It's like they did it and was like.
I wanted something big because I can't
what's
see my
crazy,
tattoo.
My brother is a big Duke fan. He has the Duke Blue Devil tatted
That's
about
crazy.
the same size. No, my dad literally. God told me you need to get the devil off your arm, D. You need to get the devil off your arm. You need to get the devil off your arm. Why would you do that? You put the devil on your arm.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
I like because it's like I want people to know when I'm walking. I'm a bird. I want you to know I'm a
Yeah,
bird.
no,
And
I
I'm
have
tattooed my thigh,
history.
but you can't see it because I have my Ross pants
I
on.
can't wait to get my tramp
I
stamp.
want to
That's
go
next.
here. You gotta
Yes.
know what you're dealing with. I am
Yeah.
a Jezebel.
Yeah, from
and I
a
need the
young
mark.
age, those are things that I wanted.
People
I
were
wanted
asking
that.
what I said. My pastor thought the beginning of the mark of the beast was self-checkout line. He preached against
But
it.
no, but they talk about the Amazon night.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
because of the thievery,
That's
because I
the
was
mark.
stealing.
No, he believed that the neck first. How y'all gonna pay for it? And I was like, you
How
scan
you
it.
steal it?
he was an old man, so he was like, I don't know, 75, 76. And he was like, y'all, is you people of God, y'all don't go through that self-checkout line. Because that's how they're going to get you with the mark of the beast. I remember going to, it's called Safeway in Washington. It was like Ralph's. I remember being like, sir, I've got 2 items. I'm not waiting in this line because you think this bread and milk is
thing,
the
but
mark of
growing
the
up in
beast.
church when everything was the devil, like it really fucked my head up as a child because
It
after
will.
9/11,
It'll scare
it was
you.
fucking anthrax. There was a DC sniper. Me and my sister were running in zigzags to get to the bus stop because it was killing kids at bus stops.
Remember when the DC sniper was a black person?
And
We
we
were
found out
like,
they were
oh
black.
my
Stand up
God.
comedy
There
was
was
never
a
the
movie
same.
too. I remember watching the
Because
movie.
Taquan Richmond was in it.
I remember watching. Do you remember watching that at Grandmother House? The DC Sniper movie?
Absolutely.
I was terrified, but also so intrigued.
Grandmother. I love the way y'all call your grandma
Grandmother.
grandmother.
That is very-
It's so tea.
That's grandmother.
It was shit back to back, and then fucking hurricane season hit.
Katrina?
Hurricane Katrina. So, because, the hurricane hit us first. So
Yeah.
we're still lights out, and then it hit New Orleans. So I'm sitting here like, they said it was going to be a natural disaster. They
Yeah.
said
Oh,
the
yeah,
government was gonna
wars,
be-
rumors of wars.
This is what
I
they
was-
said.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like, I literally had to go to counseling because I
Yeah.
thought it was the
Oh,
end of the
really?
world.
That's
No,
pretty
like
deep.
it had stuff at school. I really just wanted to get pulled out of school. So I was just like, I just think the world's ending. It's just so much going on and
my
blah, 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 blah.
Whenever I meet church people, like, this is the thing. Whenever I meet church people who are like traumatized, like with church hurt, I'm like, damn, am I unserious? Because it would be like we're hearing the same shit. I never took it like that. Like,
Yeah.
I was at
And
church
it
and,
may
was
be
like,
the
I'm
kids
still
that
gonna
was
dress
so
like a boy.
literal.
The parents help. I think the parents dictates it too because I had my parents. Y'all, I don't know. I'm still confused. My parents are so wishy-washy with church and God and religion. I don't think they know either. We're all confused. But we were
No one
very,
knows.
very involved in the church. Like I said, we grew up in Beaumont, Texas. Very churchy. We all went to the same church. When I say we all, I mean my whole family. My entire family makes up Beaumont. I'm related to everybody there. It's one family.
related.
It's one family. It's just one man, one sound. We went to Antioch Missionary Baptist Church.
Woo,
Yeah,
Antioch.
Antioch Missionary.
Antioch is a churchy
Yeah,
name.
baby,
It is,
let me
yeah.
tell you something. And so, but it was like, good choir. We were that was most important, honestly. Good choir, good praise team, and all those things. But at the same time, I'm listening to these sermons of all of these things that are bad, and I'm looking at my dad next to me, who I know smokes weed daily.
That'll do it.
Things were confusing. Also, my dad is a rock and roll band player. He plays the guitar.
Really?
That's
You
fine.
can't play rock and a church. Now that be
No,
mixy because
no,
rock
rock
is
and roll.
bad. You know
Rock
what I'm
is
saying?
bad.
You know how they teach about rocking at church. So I just was always confused. I'm like, I know my
do have
mama
an
can
Antioch in
clear a
Miami.
bottle of wine in a day. Some of these
And
things ain't
that's
making
why
sense.
I
Yeah.
don't.
That's why I
That's
didn't
why I
take it
don't
serious.
do the whole. I'm one kind of Christian
Yes.
online and one kind. That's why when I was at the reunion concert, they were pissed off at me. I had to.
You had
I
a
remember that.
margarita.
I'm not finna be a lot of
I went in
y'all.
there drunk.
know.
And y'all made content
miserable.
too.
I'm not. I'm at the forum. I just saw Bruno Mars here.
Hello? This ain't church.
This is not church.
Not gonna lie, I'm glad I've always carried it like a heathen on socials. No, I swear, y'all, because I
No
just
one's
have
ever
been-
shocked, right?
No one has ever shocked, but I'm also very open. Like, no, I be at Wheeler every Sunday. I go to church. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
So, like, when I do stuff, it don't be that. Because
Yeah.
I made content. We're pre-gaming. I'm finna get these spirits, drink this, and get the spirit.
Yeah.
I was drunk. And I go to the family every time they do a concert, and I be off tequila.
At the reunion.
I think, as you should be.
And Kurt Franklin think he damn Michael Jackson.
He is.
Hello?
He
cuss his
is
son out?
giving
Cussing
the
good, too.
best show.
He cuss real
He
good.
is
Life.
I don't care. If I bought a ticket, entertain me. Do not get up there and be like, you in the worship. This ain't no, you want to be entertained.
You know me and
no,
Mom- me and
nigga,
Mom-
I
Yeah.
scanned.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster.
Look,
entertain
This
me.
last time, me and Marvin Sapp are mutuals on TikTok now because I was like, he was up there trying to look sexy, trying to shimmy because he a noob. So he was
He
like,
be coming with sweaters and
all this
Gucci.
type of shit. And then I said, why would y'all send the video to the bishop?
And he thought it was
And
funny.
he thought it was funny. He
And
was
he exactly because he know that's what he was doing.
I said, oh, he
Close the doors of the church now.
Wait, and when they did that, they thought, oh, what do you have to say about Marvin Sapp since y'all so cool and giddy? I would have been laughing. Oh, y'all
I
gonna
would've been
close the
laughing.
You know
door.
what's
Oh,
so
please.
crazy with the close the doors? I didn't say nothing because one, my brand, and two, they already say Christians are going to hell. But I was like, that was so fucking normal to me.
That
I've
was
seen that a million
so
times.
funny.
I have a
And
joke about that.
It was the second way he said close the doors. Close the doors.
Close
That
the
was
doors.
that was the
The fuck
close
is we
the
talking
doors.
about? Close the
He
fucking
thought
doors.
about it.
I
Close
mean,
the doors.
close the
Close
doors.
the doors.
Close, actually close
That
them.
second one
And
got
we're
it
closing
for
the
me.
door on this episode.
Close the doors of the church.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
The door